Hello everyone, I am here to talk with you about suture. I think suture is one of the hardest things for a beginning surgical technologist to learn and understand because there's a lot of different things and a lot of different kinds of suture. As you can see in front of me I am in a sterile supply room, and this is their suture rack. First thing that should pop out at you is everything seems to be color coded, which is true. Most hospitals use this same brand, Ethicon, of suture that you'll be going to. Suture comes in basically two main categories. That would be absorbable and non-absorbable. Then they're broken down from that to what type of the suture, whether it's a monofilament, which mono means one, so that would be a single strand, or some type of woven or braided suture. So let's take a little bit closer look. We're going to start with the absorbable ones. And absorbable suture we're going to start with is surgical gut. This one is chromic gut. It's commonly called cat gut, but it is not made from cat's guts. It is actually made from either cows or sheep intestines. It comes in this gold colored pack and different sizes, as you see, and I will explain the sizes later. Just wanted you to see some of it. There is another type of gut. It is plain gut. It's not used nearly as often, and it comes in these yellow packages. You can see that says plain gut. The only difference between chromic and plain is chromic has been treated to last a little bit longer. Okay, the next absorbable suture that I want you to see is called monocryl. Monocryl is in this orangish, almost a pinkish colored package. Monocryl, and it is obviously a monofilament suture. It is a synthetic suture made out of synthetic materials. Okay, and the next one, which you can see is a large section, so that should tell you that it is very commonly used, and that suture is called Vicryl, and it comes in the purple package. Okay, Vicryl is a braided suture, and it is a synthetic suture. Okay, and the last absorbable suture I want to talk to you about is PDS. Up here in the silver gray packs, PDS. It is another monofilament, and it is the last of the absorbable suture that I'm going to talk to you about. PDS. Now we move on to non-absorbable. It's just what it says, that it doesn't absorb, that it's permanent. So the first non-absorbable suture we're going to look at, the brand name is Ethicon, which is a nylon monofilament suture. Comes in this light green package. And another one we have is called Neuralon, and Neuralon is the braided nylon suture. These are both non-absorbable sutures. We're going to move over here to a blue colored box, Permahand. These are the silk sutures. Comes again in all different sizes. This color blue is the silk, different silks. Okay, it is a black colored braided suture, non-absorbable. And the last of the common sutures that are non-absorbable are proline sutures. They are a synthetic polypropylene monofilament. They're a blue colored suture. They come in assorted sizes. One thing about proline suture is they do have a different type of pack for when you have multiple strands in a pack. They're very long because it's hard to roll these up. This is a big pack of suture right here. These are O prolines. They're multi-strand. We refer to these packages that have more than one end as pop-offs. They are controlled release. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is there's two kinds of sutures. Remember, sutures are referring to a material with a needle on the end. We have the swedged on, which means they're permanently attached to the needle, and the pop-offs or control release, which are usually the packs with multiple sutures in them. Okay, those come off the needle much more easily with a tug, and they're used in certain situations, which I will explain more. So I'm hoping that this gives you a really good overview, basic, of sutures. Yes, there's a lot of needle types, different kinds that we will be talking about, but this is the basics. You have absorbable, non-absorbable, and they're all broken out into monofilament, which is a single strand, or woven or braided, which is a multi-strand. We will discuss the rest of the details. I do see one over here that's fairly new suture. It's called Stratifix. Okay, it's in a black box, and I will discuss that with you. And you can also see here in the supply room that there are blades here, knife blades, case, some other type of odds and ends, specialty sutures. Okay, Merceline is one that is commonly used for orthopedics. It's very large, and it is a woven suture. Let me see if we can actually view one in the pack. Nope, they are covered up, but we will talk a little bit about Merceline in class. Okay, you can see they have pre-printed labels, and here are free needles which you can put ties or suture that does not have a needle on the end through. They are called free needles, and they come in different sizes. Okay, so that about wraps up my suture presentation. I hope that you've been able to get a good overview, and we will discuss further all the details. But you can see when you walk in, if you can learn the names that go with the colors, that'll be a very good start for you guys. All right, hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks.